Before I even dive in, okay, because I'm gonna start from the beginning to the end. T.S. Madison was waiting on this moment with Jess Hilarious. It had nothing to do with what they're currently arguing about. It had everything to do with how that last situation ended up. But let's continue. So this all started again from Risa Tisa. Jess Hilarious was going over it, and Charlamagne made a comment saying this sounds like big bag energy. Jess was saying it's giving Sheila she want to go up to the mountain and save her marriage. They just pretty much just joking about the situation. T.S. Madison comes out of nowhere and say hashtag big back. She said, big back people like me, are we letting him get away with this? She said hashtag big back people, are we going to let Charlamagne get away with this, or are we caving his face in? Now, Jess Hilarious heard her response and said, now, if I would have said that to a transgender woman, we would have got canceled. Or that social media would have tried to cancel them. Because technically, that would be inflicting violence or inciting violence. Like, are we letting him get away with this, or what we gonna do? So she pretty much saying, how can they get away with saying stuff like that, but I can't, without trying to get canceled? T.S. Madison responds. She said, when you add big back, add big bank, add big mouth. Mind you, T.S. Madison was the one who inserted herself in this. She felt like Jess Hilarious was trying to make it bigger than it was. That how she kept repeating on carve your face in, and you didn't put an LOL. So she like, are you serious or are you not? T.S. Madison says, I was not threatening Charlamagne at all. Now, this is a problem that I have with T.S. Madison, right? She said, you sound like a man and you attract a man. Attract a PUNK. Again, if Jess Hilarious would have said, you sound like a man, even though you're dressed like a woman, you sound like a man, you look like a man, knowing that she calls herself a transgender woman, it would be offensive. That's simply her part. It's like, if y'all want respect, give us that same respect. Because throughout all this big back stuff, she never misgendered T.S. Madison. She just addressed the situation at hand. But again, I feel like this has nothing to do with big back or Risa Tisa. This has everything to do from that video she made and T.S. Madison responding, and a lot of people did not really respond to T.S. Madison in a way that she probably thought it would. So I feel like, me personally, I feel like she is holding on to that. So she heard this story and was on go. But I just want the LGBTQ community to just understand that when you use certain languages like that, like when you call somebody a PUNK and say you probably date them, you're also the cause of that harm of that person, because you're doing the same thing. What y'all think about this? Let me know, and make sure y'all follow my YouTube, Dark Skin Queen 2.0, where I post and go live randomly. So have your YouTube notifications on, okay? Bye, y'all.